Yo guys, Invin here. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video on the new World Winter Festival and Christmas event that have just been announced here with the December PTR announcement here on the official website. This is a super exciting announcement, super exciting update post by them. What I'm going to do in this video is kind of go over it and summarize what's going to be happening for you guys, as well as pointing out the most important parts for you. And then if you want to read this yourselves, I'm going to leave it linked in the description below so you can go and get every nuance if you want, but I'm going to give you the main bulk of information here. Also, if you do want to see videos on this update, I will be trying it out on the PTR tomorrow, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any of those. If you wouldn't mind dropping me a like, it is 2 AM at the time of recording this, because apparently AGS love dropping these updates at an unseen hour for the British. So yeah, we're out here at 2 AM, but basically we're going to jump straight into it. Essentially what you need to know is that it's going to be on the PTR, and this goes live tomorrow, December 3rd, or later today for me, December 3rd, and it's going to be at 10 AM PT, 6 PM UTC, so 6 PM for UK guys, and 7 PM for CET, so Central Europe. They will be going live with a US East and a Central Europe server at the start, but last time they did rapidly expand this to a couple of servers for each of those regions and expand to other regions as well, so I would stand by for those to be expanded as soon as they physically can. But of course we're just opening on US East and Central Europe at those times tomorrow. Now what we're going to be seeing is a new limited time content mode, and this guy looks super cool, very exciting, and it's called the Winter Convergence Festival. And essentially what it says is it's going to be increased snowfall and northern lights across Eternum, and there is a Yeti called the Winter Wanderer. Now what he basically does is, while in settlements gifts are exchanged to mark the passing of the year, outside the safety of the walls there rages a wintry war between the positive forces of winter, championed by the Winter Wanderer's positive side, and the negative forces of winter are championed by the Winter Wanderer negative side. The player takes on the cause of the Winter Wanderer to collect the winter tokens from repeatable events across the island, able to turn them in for a holiday shop containing rare and cosmetic items. The Winter Wanderer's positive aspect grows in power with each token collected and turned in. So this is very cool. It's going to be some secret items, and essentially icy winds and the Winter Wanderer bring with them new armors, weapons, furnishings, skins, consumables, and delightful present gifting emote, all themed off the wonderful Eternum holiday of Winter Convergence. This is very exciting stuff, and absolutely what the community needs right now. They've also added winter villages, which are going to be in Everfall, Monarch's Bluff, Weaver's Fen, and Brightwood. In these villages you can meet the Winter Wanderer and carry out his holiday quests. These quests are going to be the Convergence Spirit, which is where you celebrate the spirit of the season by giving a helping hand in decorating your favourite settlement. The Convergence Spirit is a special town project that allows players to complete this special town project quest to upgrade their settlement's tree of life for improved daily rewards. So again, the fountain that I mentioned in Everfall potentially being part of the Christmas event seems like it could be here, and this is going to be something we can all work together on each server to get improved daily rewards. Very cool. Then we've got Lost Present Recovery, which is those dastardly frigid folks are spreading their mischief and stealing presents across Eternum. Located throughout the world are lost presents to be recovered and turned in for winter tokens at the Winter Villages holiday huts. Very cool. I'm assuming mob drops just scattered around the world. Very cool. Then you've got Gleamite Collecting, which is bright glittering gleaming Gleamite meteors of a multitude of colours fall from the night sky during this time of the year, as destructive as they are beautiful. Gleamite showers are a random dynamic event that occurs at night throughout Eternum. Keep your eyes and ears open as you search for locations where the showers are most prevalent. Exchange the harvested crystals for winter tokens at the Winter Village holiday huts. Happy hunting. Very cool. Then we have something which is going to be sticking around after this limited time event ends as well, which is the Ice Caves. Ice Caves are appearing all over Eternum due to the Winter Warrior's desire for forever winter. They are a snowy and icy caves that the Yeti use their powers to freeze up and make snow fall. The rest of Eternum will look like these caves if the onslaught of the warrior is not stopped. These caves will remain behind after the event as scars on the land, sources of wintry magic that refuse to melt even if the warrior is defeated. So these look very cool. Looking off the pitch here, it looks like there could be some sort of boss inside, maybe even like a mini dungeon type thing, who knows, but this looks absolutely insane and I cannot wait to get in and explore these. Then we have new content, so we've got new quests here. Of course, we've seen the winter event quests, but we've also got new side story quests offered in Restless Shore and Morningdale, and also you're going to be associated with housing, so you're going to see some architect quests after you've completed the main story quest called Encroaching Corruption, where you can go and have a look here, and it will be unlocked as you level up and progress your territory standing. you'll get further quests in this Architect story questline, which is very, very cool. Now, we've also seen new journal categories added for epic weapons and armor, and also skill progression, and some new features here, and this is a really, really big one, the expertise and gypsum systems. This is a brand new system, so based on the feedback of the high watermark system, and our desire to have a compelling and diverse endgame, we have made some major updates to the endgame. We've added a new resource called gypsum that can be acquired each day by doing a variety of activities. Open world named bosses, expedition bosses, outpost rush, arenas, corruption breaches, etc. Each activity rewards a different type of gypsum that can be crafted into a gypsum orb. These orbs can be crafted into gypsum casts of any weapon, armor, or trinket type. Opening a gypsum cast will guarantee an expertise bump and the gear of that type. So expertise is the new name for the high watermark system. So in other words, in old terms, you would get an increase guaranteed to that high watermark system for that day in a particular weapon, armor, or trinket that you choose, which is really, really cool. Now, it says underneath here that we've also renamed the high watermark system to expertise and now display the current level of expertise of each slot of your avatar in the inventory, so players can easily track their progress. And we also show a level up banner anytime your expertise level increases. This is insane. This is something we've desperately been asking for as a community, and this is a really, really good update. So it's top stuff from AGS here. Really useful. Everyone will be happy for this, and this is a really, really good update. Lastly, we've added 2 new endgame POIs where players can challenge themselves with difficult content and try to progress their expertise with level 66 enemies and elite chests. Both Malevolence in Eden's Grove and the Imperial Palace / North Dynasty Shrine have been up to level 66. So previously they were around level 60, and once you got kind of to that higher gear score level, higher watermark, you didn't really need to be going to those places. Now they're going to be up top there with all of the other ones, so you're going to have a more diversity in your runs, more options of things to do, and this is a really, really good update. For those of you that don't quite understand, maybe you aren't at max level yet, you're not grinding the system as much, this is something that us endgame players have been asking for, and the community at large, for a very long time, and this is an excellent change and update. I am very excited to try this out. Really cool that they've added a tracker in game. Really cool that they show it when you level up, and something where you can guarantee what you want to be upgraded to actually get there quicker, which is amazing. So thank you, AGS. Brilliant update. Now, what they've also done here to follow on from that, which is also an amazing endgame update, is something called Trade Skill Aptitude. Now, we want to continue rewarding the efforts you make to craft items for yourself, your friends, or to make a buck on the trading post, so we have introduced the Trading Skill Aptitude. Now, upon reaching level 200 in a trade skill, the leveling circle will update to show 3 markers equidistant from each other on the circle. Earning trade skill XP will begin progressing you again, even once you reach 200, and when you reach one of these markers, you will be awarded with a container of useful items that are mostly trade skill relevant, such as craft mods, special ingredients, and even schematics and recipes, which is absolutely huge, especially for those PvE and crafter players that maybe don't do so much endgame elite zones, that type of thing. You're going to be able to just do crafting to get some of your epic kind of recipes and also your schematics, which is amazing stuff. Each subsequent marker awards a more spectacular container with more rewards than the one before. Gaining enough XP to go all the way around the circle will increment the aptitude counter by 1. This counter will keep counting so you can keep track of how many times you've wrapped your progression around the top level. We have also introduced a new type of reward with this system, which are equipment patterns. Equipment patterns are crafting artifacts that enable you to craft a guaranteed gear score of 600 item that has a specific appearance. Patterns require a significant amount of powerful crafting resources to create, but guarantee a 600 gear score item. Patterns still roll perks and players have the normal amount of control over their outcome with craft mods and Azoth, and equipment patterns have a small chance to drop from Arcana, weaponsmithing, armoring, and engineering aptitude reward caches. This is an absolutely outstanding update. This is really, really good for anyone that's kind of a social crafting only player. Gives them lots of opportunity to get into that endgame content. It rewards once you kind of get to level 60 and you're hitting 200 in all of those kind of different crafting skills, life skills, whatever you want to call them. it was kind of hitting a point where you were maxing out and there was nothing really to progress. This adds a whole new level of progression, an actual reward for continuing to play the game, and something that the people who are active daily, like myself, are going to really, really enjoy. So again, huge update, really something that the community absolutely needed and was absolutely asking for everywhere. Forums, Steam forums, Twitter, on Reddit, literally everywhere people were asking for this type of thing. So this is an absolutely amazing update. So again, thank you AGS, this is a brilliant one. We've also seen some PvP balance changes. So due to our initial PvP damage formula that caused lower gear score to be more beneficial in damage mitigation, we have updated our formula. We look forward to hearing your feedback on this update. So essentially what they've done here is adjusted the way the armor mitigation is calculated to use enemies' gear score value instead of your average gear score. To adjust for the difference in armor mitigation, we increase the damage low-level players do to high-level players and reduce the damage that high-level players do to low-level players. So again, I assume this is to do with the luck increase that you get for flagging. So there's actually incentive for level 60 to go out flagged, and this is to give players a chance to contest them, which is kind of cool. Crit damage applications, so critical damage bonuses from masteries or perks now applied additively instead of multiplicatively. On average, this will reduce the extra damage that they provide by a small percentage, but it will still be there. A fair amount, especially if you've got those high masteries. And they've changed the buffer window, which is a general consistency pass has been done across all weapons to adjust the buffering windows for dodges, abilities, and basic attacks. The updated buffer window starts with the first frame of the attack would deal damage, or the first casting frame in the case of the abilities that do not deal damage. So overall, not too sure about the PvP updates, but we'll see how they are in practice. It should be good from looking at that. It seems like a fairly balanced update, but we'll wait and see how they work out in practice. But the other stuff that we've seen here, again, it just tells you at the bottom how to get onto the PTR. So for those of you that do want to, again, this will be linked in the description so you can check it out. The trade skill aptitude update, outstanding. I literally can't have words for how good that is. And the expertise in gypsum system sounds ridiculously good. Also, of course, limited time events, ice caves, and the winter festival, Christmas event type thing is going to be amazing. I literally cannot wait to get in tomorrow and try this out. Please make sure, if you're not already done so, subscribe to the channel down below with the notification bells on, as I'm going to be bringing you guys tons and tons of content all around this new update. So make sure you are tuned in for that. I do upload every single day, so I would love to have you here as part of my channel community. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you would help me out and support this video by dropping a like, I would much appreciate that. Other than that, guys, as always, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take care and peace.